So let's talk about what defines a network. A network is nothing more than two or more computers connected by cable or wireless radio connection so they can exchange information. Computers can exchange information in many ways, but the most common way that everyone is used is when you have a USB stick. Sorry. USB stick. This is our computer. Plug in the USB stick into the computer, transfer the files, then you can take this anywhere and go to another computer. And plug in this USB stick and put the file onto that computer. That's called a sneaker net. A sneaker net was a term used back in the day to copy. That's what basically a term used to describe when you copy a file to a flash drive or portable storage device, then you walk physically over to a computer or someone else's computer, and you put that USB stick in a storage device connected to that second computer like you see over there, and you can just simply move the data, transfer the data onto the second computer. Sneakernet was the name given to this, and basically it's a humorous term, or a term used to be used by people who used to use computers in the computer industry. The whole problem with sneakernet, or this way of transferring data, it's very slow. It wears a trail, in your carpet. So basically, it's only a certain amount of data you can transfer at a time. So one day what happened is a bunch of computer people, they discovered, like, what would be easier to do? There has to be something easier, an alternative where you don't have to keep on plugging a storage device to transfer information. That's long. There should be a way where you can just simply have a computer running 24/7, everyone connects to it and transfers data or requests information from them. So that's when they decided it'll be cheaper if they use like cables to transfer information, and that is what gave birth to the modern day computer networks. So you can simply create hold on, let me just create a network. So this could be a network over here, like you have one computer, let's call it PC. Yeah, I'm not the best drawer. Okay, and then you can connect this computer, this one, that one. This way you can transfer information from one computer onto another. That's a very simple diagram. I'm going to add something else in a moment. Let me just so basically you're using what you call an Ethernet cable, something known as an Ethernet cable. So it's a cable with the latch, and it has like this an Ethernet cable. Okay, you need one of these in order to connect to a computer, or have you this along with something called a NIC, a network interface card, installed on your computer. This cable goes in the back of your computer, and then you can transfer information. So this is done. You have to of course, there's not. It's not as simple as just that, like, hooking the computers together and that's it, will transfer information. There's special software, like, I'm saying, Windows server software, you need to install and tweak a few settings. Windows has its own capability where you can, turn a computer, every day to Windows 10 computer into, like a server, but it's not a good thing to do because, server computers, as I will get into later on, are specifically built for that purpose, to have multiple computers connect to it at the same time. You need a special operating system, Windows, for example, Windows Server 2016 or 2012, or the latest ones. If you don't if you don't want to use cables, what you can create something like a wireless. You can create a wireless network. So wired. This is a works pretty much. The way to set up a wireless network is you have built-in wireless network cards, network adapters, wireless network adapters in computers, which helps you communicate via radio signals, okay, which are used to send information back and forth, from one computer to another. If you don't have most of modern laptops come built in with a Wi-Fi card. But if it doesn't have one, if your computer doesn't have one, you can purchase it, an external one. But you can use that to create a wireless network. Let me show you a basic network diagram, okay? That's a basic network diagram that you just saw over there. So as you can see, there's a switch, which I'll go into in a second, go into great detail. Switches, intelligent devices, and whenever, for example, let's just say PC, one of the PCs over here, like, let's just say this computer over here wants to send information over to this one, it will first send the data packets over, communicate with the switch, and the switch will direct it or pass the information onto this computer. We used to have another device called Hub, which used to send information to all the devices on the network. That's not good for security and other reasons. So switches were an upgrade or improvement on hubs. So this is a basic. So every computer is connected. You can use the same printer, you can use the same resources. Okay. Now I'm going to go into more details and go over some vocabulary or common words used in computer networking, so you understand it better when you come across these words. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.